Alright y'all, I'm up on the mountain today and I'm gonna go find some sort of spot to build a bushcraft shelter. I found a good spot to park off the side of the road, so I'm gonna get out from here and I'm gonna walk down, up and around and see what I can find. Here from how I parked, it looks kind of like it's a old dirt roads I'm parked up against, so that could be handy just for an easier way to walk in, depending on where I find. I'm just kind of scoping out. I need a spot with building materials, as well as it being a little bit hidden, but still reasonably accessible. Canyon that's down the hill from where I'm at, and I'm gonna try to come on the other side because I think I could build up in those trees, and I feel like that'd be a okay spot to be hidden off the trail. I do kind of like the look of this though, and it's right next to the car. Something I could go up. So I might check this out first. See if I can find any good spots up here. There's already a campsite kind of built up here, so I'm not going to build here because it's a little bit too trafficked for trying to be hidden, but this would be a cool spot to come and camp. I just found this little guy, this little lizard. He's holding real still right now. I'm gonna flip the rock back over so he's covered again. Oh, he took off running. Well, let's go down this canyon. Hopefully not die on the walk down. Wearing shorts, I want to avoid all these spiky ones. Gotta climb up. This is really steep, and I gotta go up it. And hopefully not die again. Officially across so I can see the road that we came up on. It's a little bit more up to go, and I gotta find a spot that's sheltered. I don't want it to be facing the road or else people driving by will see it, and then I don't want to have to walk ultra far every single time in case I decide to come up here later at nighttime to do some camping in it. I would think it would be cool if whatever spot I do find is able to overlook the city, but it's gonna be kind of selective unless I go up further where there's more dead trees to build out of, because I don't want to cut any living ones. I just found a very active and thriving anthill. Don't want to get too close to it, but there's just a ton of ants everywhere. So I'm gonna go around it so that way I don't get covered myself. Okay, so the trees are thinning out. Just got to the big cluster. And I'm looking up there and there's a ton of dead ones. So I might hike up there and see what we're working with. I'm running out of time today, so it's already 2:50. I gotta be back in town by 6 o'clock. So I gotta go check up there. Hopefully we're not too close to the road. I'm not entirely sure where the road's at when I get further up. I was thinking though, if the road is closer up there, I'll know for next time to drive further up and then try and still find a hidden spot so that I can build a camp that hopefully won't be found. Oh, this anthill's cool. You can see how they dug around everywhere. So it was a big flat spot with an anthill on it, and it's active. There's a bunch of ants. What I know for next time is don't wear pants on the first walk out, because you don't know what you'll be walking through, or don't wear shorts. Because I'm walking through all the sagebrush and it's sharp. Try not to scratch up my legs too bad. I'm looking for game trails so I don't have to bushwhack as hard. So stop for a minute to look at the GPS, and it looks like I'm walking straight towards the road, so the road probably is directly up here. But it was kind of a mistake to stop like that, because I looked down and it was covered in ants. It's getting so much bushier. I might have just took the most difficult trek up this mountain and not found a spot. I know a couple other spots that are good nearby, but they're a much more difficult hike, but they are okay spots. So I guess we have a backup in case, but I think this is the road up here. We're up to the fire damage. Alright, so we are apparently a 1/10 of a mile off of one of the trails that'll connect back to the main road. And there's just dead trees here now. So I'm gonna hike to it. I'll decide what to do from there. Maybe have some lunch. I am getting really hungry. So I gotta cross this canyon, and there's the trail that goes down. And that corner, that's not even very far down there, is the car. And I've been hiking for an hour now. Up through all these trees, up this steep hill. And there's the car. So I'm gonna hike down across this canyon up to that trail. I'm gonna have some lunch. So if there's an easier way to build on this hill, this would be actually a pretty decent spot, because it's relatively clear. Tons of dead wood to build with, but it's just so steep and grassy, and I wouldn't want to take out a bunch of plants. But the road's not very far, and this trail is technically closed to motor vehicles, so you can only walk it, which means it is a little more secluded than going with any other trail. I just climbed up this entire mountainside, and there was just a nice easy trail instead, but I think it's worth it. It was a good time. Once I get back to this car though, I'm having some food. Okay, so in the car, and before I go and have lunch, I think I'm gonna drive down the mountain, have it at the bottom, so that way it's not as windy. It's pretty windy up here. Alright y'all, I made it down the mountain and I am starving, so I'm gonna make some food. I did discover I am allergic to something. I don't know what I'm allergic to, but my entire body is breaking out from something that I walked through. So that's kind of fun. Hopefully I'll figure out what that is, but I guess that means I wear pants next time. Let's throw this down here. I am starving, so I'm probably going to eat my dehydrated meal I made, as well as either a bar or some trail mix. I'll have some trail mix. Let's see, I need my spoon. So today, rice, beans, pork, it's the usual at the moment. Water from the Nalgene. Let's go ahead and just dump this in the cup. I've been wanting to try cold soaking, but I haven't had the chance yet. This is not the best container to cold soak in because I don't have a lid that'll stay on. But I might get either a peanut butter jar if I run out of peanut butter, or one of the small Nalgenes. I'm going to try putting in a little bit extra water today. See if that makes the rice or anything any softer. Make sure we mix this up nice and good. Spoon into the pocket. Give myself a pebble to hold my lid on. Let's light the stove. Gonna taste my trail mix now. So adding extra water was definitely worth it. I had soaked it all up, and I bet it's gonna be a lot more tender now. Oh yeah. That makes a huge difference. It's way more tender. way softer. There's probably going to be a ton more filling too, just from having more water in it. That was some of the best camp food I've had so far, so I'm definitely going to go with more water next time.